The great Leslie Nielsen, who died yesterday at his home in Florida. And if his work doesn't make you laugh, it is possible nothing will.
And this is a guy we all loved.
Yeah, you say Leslie Nielsen, you have to smile.
Leslie Nielsen!
Slasher, have you seen my pigeon?
Pigeon? What pigeon?
Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Leslie Nielsen was one of the few actors in comedy who had perfected the art of deadpan humor. Nielsen, known for his perfect timing and ability to deliver some ridiculous material with a straight face, became a classic with his roles in films such as Airplane and the Naked Gun franchise. However, the sudden death of Leslie was something no one anticipated, leaving a staggering mark on his legacy behind. Nielsen was born in Regina, Saskatchewan in 1926. He grew up 200 miles south of the Arctic Circle in Fort Norman, where his father was a Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer. His parents had 3 sons, and Nielsen once stated, "There were 15 people in the village, including 5 of us. If my father arrested someone in the winter, he'd have to wait for the thaw before turning him in." The elder Nielsen was a difficult guy who battered his wife and sons, and Leslie wished to flee. As soon as he graduated from high school at 17, he joined the Royal Canadian Air Force, even though he was legally deaf and wore hearing aids most of his life. Following the war, Nielsen worked as a disc jockey at a Calgary radio station before attending a Toronto radio school run by Lorne Greene, who went on to appear in the hit television series Bonanza. A scholarship to the neighborhood playhouse sent him to New York, where he immersed himself in live TV. He originally came to Hollywood in the 1950s after appearing in 150 live television programs. With a craggly, attractive countenance, blonde hair, and a height of 6 foot 2 inches, he appeared to be an excellent leading man. Nielsen debuted as the King of France in the 1956 Paramount operetta The Vagabond King, alongside Katherine Grayson. MGM signed him to a 7-year contract, despite the fact that his film The Vagabond Turkey bombed. His debut picture at the studio was auspicious. He played the spacecraft commander in the science fiction classic Forbidden Planet, which was released in 1956. While talking about it, he said, "I played a lot of leaders, autocratic sorts. Perhaps it was my Canadian accent." Meanwhile, he continued to appear on television as a guest. He also appeared in his own shows, The New Breed, The Protectors, and Bracken's World, but all were short-lived. Nielsen played Debbie Reynolds' sweetheart in the hit 1957 film Tammy and the Bachelor, and he became well known to baby boomers for his part as Revolutionary War hero Francis Marion in the Disney TV adventure series The Swamp Fox. He soon established himself as a serious actor, despite the fact that behind the camera he was a prankster, an element of his personality that was never explored until the disaster parody Airplane, which released in 1980 and became a major smash. The actor requested to be released from his contract at MGM, and as a freelancer, he acted in a number of unremarkable films. His most dramatic role was as the captain of an upturned ocean liner in the 1972 disaster film The Poseidon Adventure. His lines from Airplane became legendary. Nielsen, the doctor on board a plane in which the pilots and several of the passengers became terribly ill, advises them to seek medical attention immediately.
You a doctor?
That's right.
We have some passengers that are very sick. Could you come take a look at them?
Yes. You'd better tell the captain we've got to land as soon as we can. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
Critics said that he was being cast against type, but Nielsen disagreed. "I've always been cast against type before," he said. Adding comedy was what he had really always wanted to do, and that's what he'd do for the rest of his career, playing in comedies like Repossessed, a satire of demonic possession films like The Exorcist, and Mr. Magoo, in which he portrayed the good-natured bumbler. Following the success of Airplane, filmmaking team Jim Abrahams, David and Jerry Zucker cast their newfound comedy star as Detective Drebin in the TV series Police Squad, which parodied Dragnet and other detective dramas. Nielsen garnered an Emmy nomination for the show, but despite positive reviews, it got cancelled after only 6 episodes. "It didn't belong on television," Nielsen later stated. "It had the kind of comedy that demanded attention." The Zuckers and Abrahams then turned the series into a feature film called The Naked Gun, which starred Nielsen with George Kennedy, O.J. Simpson, and Priscilla Presley. The Naked Gun 2.5 and The Naked Gun 33 1/3 were sequels to the hugely successful original.
Nothing to see here, please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
The films, which blended slapstick humor with clever wordplay, became blockbuster hits and solidified Nielsen's status as a box office star. His deadpan delivery and physical comedy skills shone through in each installment, making him a beloved and enduring figure in comedy. His subsequent films included All I Want for Christmas, Dracula Dead and Loving It, and Spy Hard. In recent years, Nielsen had appeared in Scary Movie 3 and Scary Movie 4, as well as the comic features Superhero Movie and Stan Helsing. He was married 4 times, and his second marriage produced 2 children, Maura and Thea Nielsen. Apart from his time on television and silver screen, Leslie Nielsen was such a golf aficionado that he released a trilogy of spoof golf instructional videos entitled Bad Golf Made Easy, Bad Golf My Way, and Leslie Nielsen's Stupid Little Golf Video. Each of these videos features Nielsen and others being purposely poor at golf, along with a variety of physical slapstick comedy. His love for golf didn't stop there. The year after sharing Bad Golf My Way, he released the Little Stupid Golf Book, which, according to his own promotional material, stated, Nielsen has drawn upon a lifetime of brilliantly uninspired play to produce the unique collection of useless wisdom, spurious reminiscences, and pointless tips that is the Stupid Little Golf Book. He participated in a celebration of new golf courses across the country, including one featured in the Oklahoman. And not just that, he also attended the Cimarron National Golf Course dedication in 1994 west of Guthrie, Oklahoma, and is friends with Duffy Martin, a golf course designer. Nielsen made it obvious how important his hearing aids were to his success as an actor. Meanwhile, others in the deaf community made it clear how essential comedians like Nielsen were to them and their families, because their physical comedy did not always require hearing to be enjoyed.
Hearing is bad. Take care. Thank you.
Leslie Nielsen's comedic fame peaked in the 1980s and 1990s, but he remained active in the profession until his death in 2010. He appeared in several parody films and made guest appearances on television shows, entertaining audiences with his humorous abilities. Even in his final years, Nielsen retained his infectious sense of humor, bringing joy to people all across the world. Leslie Nielsen's career exemplifies the value of embracing one's skills and taking risks. His metamorphosis from a serious character actor to a humorous megastar demonstrates that it's never too late to pursue your passion and achieve success. Nielsen's reputation as a master of deadpan comedy will continue to delight and inspire future generations. However, no one can stop death from coming, and in Leslie's case, it was pretty unexpected.
Passing of a Hollywood legend. 84-year-old Leslie Nielsen died in Florida on Sunday of complications from pneumonia.
Leslie Nielsen took his last breath in 2010 at the age of 84, leaving his wife Barbara and his family and friends behind. He was in hospital for 12 days and eventually died due to complications from pneumonia. He was also working on his last project of Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. However, his life didn't permit him to finish it. His nephew, Doug, shared his thoughts about his uncle with a news source, saying, "He was truly a nice man, a very caring, naturally funny guy in day-to-day life, not just because someone wrote something on paper for him. He was a very tender-hearted man. He was one of my best friends and I loved him dearly. I'll miss him greatly." What you might not know is the fact that his tombstone says something that you usually won't find on any other. Following his death, the actor's tombstone in Florida was engraved with a message that was very near and dear to the actor's heart, and something very close to his usual routine as well. This is actually a reference to his eternal affection for faux flatulence. Let her rip. But we'd love to hear from you. What do you guys think of this great comedic actor? Let us know in the comments below and share your thoughts with us. If you enjoyed watching this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell icon to never miss our future updates. Thanks for watching.